Hello, hello! How is everybody? I am coming to you from my backyard. I thought we could spend a couple of minutes while the kids are playing and talk about why now is a really good time to start a business. For those of you that maybe have not been following so closely, maybe you don't know, I'll just take a brief second to explain to you that I have had my own skincare business for the last 2 years alongside my regular full-time job, and I thought that now could be a good time for me to explain why this is a particularly good time to start a business. There's really never a bad time to get into this business, but I think now, this month, in the month of May, is a particularly good time. So reason number one is because we're just coming out of tax season. So I don't know about you, we just filed our taxes. Everyone else in theory should be filing their taxes, and when we hit on tax time, that's a time of year that we begin to think about deductions and write-offs. So if somehow it's never occurred to you before, I figured I would point out that when you own your own business, you can take ordinary everyday expenses that you probably already have, like your phone, your internet, your computer, your car, and certain payments that are associated with your household expenses. And if you have a business, you can write a certain portion of those expenses off because you are using it for your business. So for me, for example, since I have this home-based business where I am using my phone a lot of the time and I am using my internet, those would be expenses that I could look at to write off. That was reason number one. I'm going to try to keep this brief for you. Reason number two would just be that we are currently experiencing a very unusual, I guess, economic downturn would be putting it mildly. We're in a strange, kind of uncertain period, and I think if you're like me, that has forced a lot of people to examine household income and limitations and figure out if they need to have an additional stream of income. So if you, like me, have decided, particularly now, that it's a good idea to have an additional stream of income, then that makes this a really good time to get into this business. And I will say, for those of you that are not aware, that the skincare industry, the beauty industry as a whole, actually still holds strong and does well no matter whether we are in a recession or a slow economic time. You don't have to take my word for that. You can Google that yourself. There is a theory called the lipstick theory that they have done studies, and even during previous recessions, women still tend to go out and buy small luxury items, especially in times when they know that they need to hold back from purchasing big ticket luxury items. So things like lipstick, for example, tend to do incredibly well. So in my own experience, I know I'm grateful that my business has continued uninterrupted during this quarantine period, and I anticipate that that will continue to be the case. On the flip side of that, I know that this could be very valuable to people who are looking for an additional stream of income. So that's why I wanted to come on and speak about that aspect of it and my experience. And the third reason why right now this month would be a particularly good time to look at this business is because the company is offering cashback rebates on enrollment kits. That is very unusual. I have only seen that happen twice, and I think the reason why they are continuing to do that is because, like I said, we are in such a unique time, and they realize that there are people that are experiencing hardships, and so now seems a particularly appropriate time to offer people that that little bit of relief. So to review, number one, because it provides a decent stream of write-offs. Number two, it is a solid virtual business that can be run from home, and direct sales or network marketing or e-commerce, whatever you want to call it, is something that always does well and is particularly dependable, even in recessions or downturns. And number 3, because we are offering cash back on enrollment kits, and that will be going through May 31st. So now is a good time. If you have ever been curious and wondering what it is that I'm doing, if you have any questions about how to do this and what it takes, please just ask. I like talking about it. I don't mind having those conversations. Never any pressure. You might as well ask, find out a little bit more, see if it might be right for you. All right, so take care everybody and have a good day. Hopefully speak to you soon.